Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my infamous morning routine and I'm briefly just showing you how I kind of prepare before bed. So reading, setting my alarm, and then it is morning. So wake up every morning. To be fair, it's pretty light in my bedroom in general. I feel like even when I had a massive issue there this morning actually opening the blind. Look at that struggle. That is just pure no idea what I'm doing. But no, like I said, my room is pretty light anyway. As soon as I get up, I will always make my bed. I think it's important to do that straight away because it makes you not want to get back into bed, because why would you want to get back into a bed that is already neat and is already laid out? So that's definitely one of the first things that I do when I actually wake up. I was very sleepy this morning. We wake up about 7:30. Moving on straight into my skincare routine, my supplements. So in the morning, I have ashwagandha, vitamin C and vitamin D. And then I just kind of do a really simple skincare routine. So I always wear SPF 30 just because I always want to protect my skin, even when it's not that sunny, and it is not sunny in the UK. So I'll pop that on, I'll pop a bit of concealer under my eyes, dab it in, and then use my Fit Cover Australia powder. So I've used this for like a year now. It is absolutely incredible. You barely feel like you've got anything on your skin. I then don't really use much of my brows. I just brush them up, the brow effect. Bit of Carmex on my lips as well. And then I can't tell you the name of that mascara. And then I pop mascara on. Once I go upstairs, I will always draw the blinds because I like to let as much light in as possible, and my kitchen's pretty bright anyway. Of course, straight away, the kettle is boiled because we need the morning coffee. We need the black coffee I have every single day. And myself and Ben also have lemon water with ice every morning to make sure we're at least getting a pint of water in as soon as we wake up. Again, it's super important to hydrate yourselves every time you wake up and also throughout the day. But I think it's just easy when you have had that pint in the morning. You can just kind of know you've had at least a little bit of hydration. And then it is the infamous coffee of Lucy Davis. I have like 3 or 4 scoops. To be fair though, it is because I am making both mine and Ben's. I'm not just making my coffee, hence why that is a large amount of coffee to have. And then this gorgeous cafetiere is from Silver Mushroom. I will pop my discount code below for you as well. It's my favourite thing ever. So is the bread bin and so are all the little pots. So I have 2 pieces of toast when I wake up in the morning. And actually today, I'll show you later the travesty, I had no butter. But I will pop my cafetiere, push it all the way down. That was sped up, by the way. It usually takes me literally 5 minutes to push that whole thing down. And then I will pour both mine and Ben's coffee. Sometimes he does it, sometimes I do it. It just depends who actually gets upstairs first. I will then give Ben his coffee, and straight away I will actually wash out the cafetiere just because I'm like obsessed with this cafetiere and I like to keep it clean. I'm quite a clean freak in general, so I will just always end up cleaning things up. So if I spill something or I don't want coffee to stay in the inside of the cafetiere, I'll just do it straight away. I just think it's a little bit easier, and it also cleanses my soul. I just love cleaning, and simply done. So got my toast out. So this is what I was saying before. There's no butter for some reason in my house this morning. So I had it was very dry because the peanut butter and the jam without actual butter was very dry. So like I said before, I'm just cleaning the sides because I spilt toast, just because it makes me feel better even before I actually sit down and eat. Now, the first thing that I do once I have my toast, my coffee and my water is dive into the 6-minute diary. Now, this is my gratitude journal that I've used for maybe 4 or 5 months now. And you write down 3 gratitudes. You write down how you're going to make your day great, and then also a positive affirmation. Now, writing down gratitude, honestly, absolutely changed my life. I think it's like the best thing that I've ever done. It really sets you up well for the day, saying the things that you're grateful for. And I definitely think in a time like this, when we are all in isolation, it's a bit, and I guess it's an uneasy time, it's nice to remember the things that you are grateful for and just remember why you can stay happy and things like that. So once I've done my gratitude journal, I will then go onto my phone and message close friends and family. I always want to make sure I reply to my close friends and family because it's really important. They're really special to me, and I will do that once I've done my journal whilst I'm still eating my breakfast. So just continuing to enjoy my very dry toast. I'm also inputting a few things into MyFitnessPal just because I wanted to see where I was at, switching the butter and the peanut butter, and also trying to drink as much of my water as I can, but it was freezing. Now I'm popping over to my yoga mat with my headphones, and this is probably my favorite part of my morning routine. I'll pop my headphones on. They're the Beats, I think they're the Powerbeats Pro, and they're absolutely fantastic. And then I would choose the podcast that I want to listen to that morning. At the moment, it's the Joe Rogan, Elon Musk podcast, which is a definite listen if you haven't listened to it already. Now, I move on to doing yoga / mobility. So it's not actually classed as yoga because I'm not following someone, and it's not specifically yoga moves because I am listening to a podcast. I'm not listening to a flow. But I do have, I guess, a little bit of experience within yoga because I do it and I follow a lot of people. But I'm so key with my mobility. I think it's so important to do this even more so whilst you're in isolation because there's a lot of sitting down. There isn't as much moving. You can get very tight and stiff, and you might actually be training more than usual. You might be working out more than usual and feel like you need that extra bit of mobility. This was actually really painful for me this morning because we did a leg session at home the day before and it absolutely destroyed my legs. So I did actually struggle this morning. So I was trying to stretch out a little bit more than I usually would. I guess doing a few flows in there, as you can see, and making sure that I'm stretching out my glutes and my hips because my glutes and my hips are probably the tightest part in my body, and I do struggle to loosen them off because I was really used to having physio before we actually went into isolation. So I have to make extra effort to actually target those specific areas. Once I've done the more dynamic movements, I will move into some static stretches, trying to stretch my hamstrings and my glutes and my hips, like I said before. So I'll do that for probably an extra 2 or 3 minutes on the end, just doing some static stretches. And I would say the mobility / yoga, what you just watched before, is approximately 10 to 15 minutes. So an overall time of 20 minutes isn't bad to get myself loose and ready for the day. Now, just before I actually start my day, I will clean my desk. Now, this is just because from the day before, it might have been a little bit grubby, and I just think it's really important to have a clean workspace. It sets you up well for the day. My laptop will be waiting for me after I've done my workout, and it smells really nice. Like, I don't want to be working in a dirty area. It makes you feel very unproductive. I will pop on our diffuser, which we have one upstairs and then we have one in my bedroom as well. So whilst we do the workout or go on a run, it's there when we get back and it'll smell really nice. So I'm just brushing my teeth. So I'm one of those people who brushes my teeth after the toast and the coffee. I know some people do it as soon as they wake up, but I would then have to redo it after I've had coffee. So I do it now. This morning we actually decided to go on a 6K run. Wednesdays is more of our active rest day. Now, I really do enjoy running, but I kind of also have to be in the mood for it. And it felt hard, my legs were sore, I was a little bit stiff, and I did a 5K the other day and it's like a max 5K. I think it was 24 minutes, 20 seconds, which I was really proud of. And I want to work up to that. I think doing new challenges in isolation is really important to keep yourselves ticking over. Maybe do something that you haven't done before and just experiment with different things. So I'm just popping on my running clothes. I always run like the same thing as well. So setting off on the 6K, it's actually really nice to run where I live, and we did it in 31 minutes. Legs felt really heavy. Straight away when we get back, we jump into a cold shower. So a freezing cold shower. Myself and Ben both do this. Obviously not going to show you the footage of that because that would be weird, but it really sets you up for the day. I then go on Instagram and social media, YouTube, check everything, go through DMs and comments after my morning routine, because if not, really distracts me, and it's also classed as work, so I do wait.
And that is my morning routine done. So I always incorporate the workout or the run or exercise into the morning routine before I go on Instagram, before I do any work element. So it is now 10 o'clock and I will be starting work. We're actually doing a podcast this morning straight away, all about nutrition, diet, whilst in isolation, kind of like what we've been struggling with and what we've been doing. So that is my amazing morning routine. It hits me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I would always recommend anyone has a morning routine and create those strong habits. I'm currently reading a book called Atomic Habits, which is incredible. I would highly recommend if you're the type of person who needs to get rid of bad habits and improve their good habits. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.